Hey guys, Riley Quinlan here, Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98, and what I have for you guys is something extremely cool. I got this a little bit early because I ordered it off of eBay, but these will be available at Home Depot this year for 2016. This is a 2016 LED light show projector. It is extremely cool, guys, and I definitely recommend it because Gemmy projectors are extremely awesome. They look amazing. So like I said, I definitely recommend getting one of these guys. These are really cool. Basically what it is you can tell in the front here, it is a face, and it projects a face on your house. And over in here it projects, there's 6 different slides inside of it, as you can see, 6 different slides with a bunch of like creepy faces, and it's extremely cool. Basically what the faces do is they basically, if you see the arrows here, they turn from side to side, and I will demonstrate it, in a little bit after I'm done talking about it. And it's basically the same setup as any other Gemmy projector, or little bit different from the fire and ice lights. But if you ever have a whirl of motion projector, it is basically the same setup. Take it out for you guys. So here are the 6 slides inside of this, and I will show you how to put those in a minute. I just want to show you guys basically just the gist of how to set it up and everything. So there are 3 pieces, a stake piece, this little circular piece, and then there's this little knob piece. I don't really know what to call it. Basically all you do is take this little circular piece, screw it in just a little bit. Don't screw it in, screw it in all the way to the bottom. Don't screw it in too tight just yet. So you want to put the knob in here next. Sometimes sometimes you might tighten the circular piece a little bit more. You have to unloosen it or whatever, and then you're going to figure out which way do you want to hold the knob to be. So basically, there's a little screw on here that screws into the knob piece, and you basically screw that on like a regular screw. Actually, I'm going to pause the video real quick, and I'm going to screw this in just to show you guys, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, so very simple, just screw that piece in. The knob will be, you can kind of move it to, wherever you want it to stay, and then you will simply just tighten this circular piece up, and as you tighten it, it will stay in place. So that it's not moving around, and just place it wherever you want to go, or wherever you want to have the stake pointing. So kind of just like that, it stakes into the ground. So obviously this is a lot bigger than most of the Gemmy projectors. And basically, pause the video one more time, guys. I'm going to undo this this stake and everything so I can get to show you guys a little better. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. So basically what you do, there's if you can see, there's a lock padlock kind of thing on here. Basically all you do is you just twist it this way, you pull the piece off, and if you'll see right here, this is where the little slides come in. So basically with the slides, so we'll just use this one as an example. There are little ridges, kind of hard to tell, but this side there isn't the ridges. This side there is the ridges. So you want to make sure the projector or the slide is facing upside down with that ridge, and you can kind of see in there these little ridge pieces where the ridge goes. You want to make sure this is upside down, otherwise the projector or the face will be projecting upside down. So basically all you do is just slide that in, take your little lock cover thing, and then simply turn it, and now it's locked. So anyway, guys, that's basically just the gist of how to assemble it and put the slides in and everything. But here you can see, you can kind of focus the image. If it's not focused great, obviously it says turn dial to focus. If it's not focused great, then obviously use that to focus the image. But it should be pretty good. And yeah, so I'm gonna pause the video here, and I'm gonna show you guys this thing in action. It's extremely cool, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I'm back here, and as you can see, this is what the one of the 6 faces looks like. Pretty creepy, very cool, and as you can see, it turns its head side to side. There is a little switch in the back of this as well, guys, that you can use it if you flip it. Basically what it does is it fades away, still turns the head, but fades, and you'll see it's going to start coming back here. And you can switch it onto that setting if you'd like, or just keep it on this setting that I prefer, with it just, you know, static almost, you know, just with the turning head, no fading or anything. So I'm going to show you the next slide. Like I said, there's 6 slides. This is one out of the 6 slides, so here's slide number 2. Alrighty, so here's slide number 2. It's actually pretty similar to the last slide I had, or I just had on. Very cool. Now I'll show you slide number 3. Here is slide number 3, and the cool thing about this slide is this is actually one of the faces featured in one of the new for 2016 photorealistic inflatables. The animated grave skeleton one from that sold at Home Depot and At Home. So that's pretty cool. You guys probably definitely recognize this one. And slide number 4. Here is slide number 4. Very cool, sort of like an alien looking like creature face. I will show you slide number 5 now. Here is slide number 5. This is actually one of my favorite slides. Sort of like a clown, almost clown looking face, really creepy. And then last but not least, I'll show you slide number 6. And last but not least, this is slide number 6. And as you can tell, it's kind of a more realistic looking face, a lot more detail. Not realistic looking, but a lot more detailed than the others. But yeah, guys, this is an extremely cool item, like I said, and I definitely recommend it. They're selling it at Home Depot for $29.99 this year. So they're really cheap, to be honest with you, and they're, you know, they're really goodly made. Like I mentioned in a previous video, that high voltage box video, I believe, that I had the snowflake projector for Christmas that you couldn't see in my Christmas display video because the camera wouldn't pick it up, but that one, they're really reliable in my opinion, and they do last. So they're cheap, but they're reliable, and they're amazing looking. And this is obviously like any other projector. You know, the farther you move back, the bigger the image gets. You know, the further you go forward, the smaller the image gets. And I actually want to show you guys one last thing here. As you can tell, camera's not picking it up too great, but I'm going to take the slide out, and basically, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure it's upside down, because here you can see it's right side up. And I'm going to shove it in there and then show you guys that, as you can tell, it projects upside down and the image isn't clear because it doesn't show the full image. So that's why you guys just got to make sure you keep it, you know, put it upside down like I told you. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much concludes this video. Riley Quinlan here on Gemmy Inflatable Fans 98. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Definitely recommend one of these. Like and subscribe.